A Maron joins to see the Joker. The Incredibles rises to the top. The Sandlot goes back in time. And a Wadlow goes to Fantasy Island. Next on Movie News of the Day. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me for Movie Emporium's News of the Day for August 1st, 2018, where we take the stories from around the world of movies and give them to you on our YouTube channel. The first story of the day is The Incredibles 2. It's a great movie. It's about 4 family members who have incredible powers. If you haven't seen Incredibles 2, it was an awesome movie. It did really well. Well, we find out yesterday, on July 31st, that The Incredibles 2 became the fastest animated movie to gross $1 billion. So, basically what this means is The Incredibles 2 had a really wealthy paycheck in the end of the day. It's awesome because Incredibles 2, which is awesome if you haven't seen it, is well deserved. You know, we had Frozen make $1 billion. So it's exciting to see, how Pixar finally decided to make The Incredibles 2. They put it out and it did really well. So congratulations to Brad Bird. Congratulations to Pixar. And for the future, we hope to see more Incredibles movies. So good luck with that. The next news story of the day is David Mickey Evans, who's known for making the original Sandlot, is coming back to direct a prequel movie to The Sandlot, which will involve the Beast, the big dog, and kind of how that whole storyline came to be. What's great about The Sandlot, if you haven't seen it, is about a group of kids who play baseball during the summer and have this wild, fantastical tale about this beast who ate somebody and was, basically commissioned, or not commissioned, but told that he had to stay home. It was never allowed out. You know how kids' tales go, so it's not always what it seems, but I've always loved The Sandlot. I've always thought it was a fun movie. I think the characters are pretty fun, and one of my favorite lines in the movie is, "You're killing me, Smalls." So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with this movie. David Mickey Evans directed the sequel that came out, so it wasn't very good. But it'd be interesting to see him go back, kind of explain the origins of the dog and the beast and how it became what it was. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. So we'll see how that works. Might be good, might be bad, who knows? But right now it's in the pre-production phase, so we'll see. In our next news story, Blumhouse Productions, who has bought the rights for Fantasy Island, has hired Jeff Wadlow to helm the project, which is the story of an eccentric man who brings people to his island and they have the biggest fantasies they've ever wanted. It's a show from the 70s. They have Ricardo Montalban and Hervé Villechaize, who played Tattoo. I like the idea of them going back to Fantasy Island. It was a cheesy TV series for its time, but it's an exciting idea to bring it back to the present day, because the idea of Fantasy Island is kind of a universal story of what would happen if we could live our fantasies for a weekend. I would love to, go somewhere in the universe to a different place. So I think it's going to be interesting. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. Just Jeffrey Wadlow, and you've seen Kick-Ass 2. I enjoyed it. I like Jim Carrey in it. But it's not a great movie. And Blumhouse has hired the writers from Truth or Dare, which I heard wasn't a very good movie. So there you have to have a little bit of pause. But with Blumhouse, in the way they budget their movies, in their record for how good their movies are, they've done stuff like Get Out, and they've done stuff like Happy Death Day. They have an upcoming Halloween movie coming out. Jason Blum, he's an amazing producer. I don't know how he does it. He also has Glass coming out. He produced Split and Whiplash, actually, if you haven't seen Whiplash. But it's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully Jeff Wadlow is able to pull something out of this, maybe make it fun. We'll see. I'm excited for it. So we'll see what happens. And our next news story is, according to Justin Kroll of Variety, Marc Maron, who is known for being on Glow and having his own successful talk show, has joined the cast of The Joker, the movie starring Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, and is directed by Todd Phillips. The story centers around an 80s gritty version of The Joker and how the Joker became to be. So there's no Batman in this world. It's basically a dark, gritty, maybe Taxi Driver style tale of the Joker itself. And since they got Joaquin Phoenix in it, you can only imagine where they're going to go with it. Apparently, Marc Maron's supposed to play like a dirty agent or a dark agent or something like that, who goes on to Robert De Niro's talk show, and they recruit the guy that will end up being the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. I'm really excited for this movie because nobody knows what it's going to be like. We've never had a anti-hero outside of Venom coming out that is this different. It's going to be a rated R movie from what we hear. Like Todd Phillips, who's known mostly for his comedies, directed War Dogs, which just came out, which is a much darker movie, but it's still a comedy. So will it probably have humor in it? Yes, because the Joker is a comedic maniac. He's an agent of chaos, so I think it'd be cool. And Joaquin Phoenix is an amazing actor. He's done movies like You're Not Really Ever Here, and he's also done stuff like Gladiator, The Master, all that good stuff. So I'm really excited for this. Marc Maron, if you haven't seen Glow, is an amazing, amazing actor. He's really well known for his talk shows, or his radio show and stuff like that. He has a lot to say, but he knows how to say it well. And I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this movie, because if it's taking that 80s gritty tone, then, or not 80s, maybe, 80s gritty tone or 70s gritty tone, whatever they're going for, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the Joker, because we've never gotten this type of territory. The closest we've ever gotten to what it sounds like it is maybe Jack Nicholson, but even then, he was more over the top than rather dark and ominous and gritty. Maybe Heath Ledger at the most. So we'll see what happens. I'm really excited for it. And the next news story, hot off the presses, they released a new photo of the Terminator movie coming out, directed by Tim Miller of Deadpool and produced by James Cameron. As you can see in the photo, we have Mackenzie Davis, who is playing the Terminator. We have Natalie Reyes and Sarah Connor herself, Linda Hamilton. Guys, I'm telling you what, I've never been this excited for a Terminator movie. These pictures, even though it's one picture, Sarah Connor with her gun. When was the last time if you were not excited for this movie, when was the last time you were excited for a Terminator movie? They're going back and rebooting the whole thing. They've done it a couple times now, I understand. But we're getting a Terminator movie with Sarah Connor and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it's directed by Tim Miller, who did Deadpool. I mean, the guy obviously can direct action, and maybe we'll have some comedy in it. But Mackenzie Davis, if you haven't seen the work of Mackenzie Davis and stuff like The Martian, you have to see her act, because she's an amazing actress. She's just incredible to watch. She was also really good in Tully, which is one of my favorite movies this year. If you haven't seen that movie, go see it. So it's really exciting to see. It's one picture. We haven't seen the trailer yet. But to see Linda Hamilton holding that shotgun in her body armor, just being a badass woman again, is awesome. And we got James Cameron coming back to produce this movie. And he's had some on-set hands-on with this movie. So I'm really excited for it. It doesn't come out till November of next year. We won't see the trailer for a while. But as you can see from the picture, it's going to be awesome. At least I hope. You know how these things go. So, and that's going to do it for Movie Emporium's News of the Day for August 1st, 2018. I hope you enjoyed what you've heard and what you've listened to. Maybe something on the News of the Day really excited you and makes you want to go see it. As always, remember to rate, subscribe, tell us how we're doing. Join our YouTube page. Hit the subscribe button. Join Audio Boom, which is where we keep our podcast. And as always, email us at nlapola1138@gmail.com. Otherwise, also check out our reviews for Teen Titans Go to the Movies and trailer reacts to the Venom. But with that, thank you so much, guys, for listening and watching, and we'll see you later. Peace.